Happy 1 fucking year anniversary. Holy shit, that's loud.
1 year.
1 year, everybody. What's up? Happy anniversary. It is the podcast known as This Will Hurt You More Than Us. This is Chris Cowan, and that is Brad Munyon. We're two assholes talking shit.
I would say one and only, but I Googled myself once, and there's a lot of them. And apparently a lot of Brad Munyons are politicians.
I have a lot of people who are currently incarcerated named Chris Cowan. Like when I did my Maryland case search during my divorce, it was just a shitload of Chris Cowans born in '84 who are in jail currently. And I'm like, motherfucker.
I mean, I believe it. It tracks. It tracks.
Shut the fuck up.
So in honor of our 1 year episode, if y'all have been listening to this all the way through, you know, I'm in a whiskey club, and Friday we had our party, like the end of the barrel party, and we are currently sipping on the whiskey that came out of that last barrel.
Yes, and it is so fucking smooth and good. We have no chasers, although we're not two people that actually chase anything.
No, you don't drink this type of whiskey with chasers. You drink it a little bit of ice or some water.
But even then, like, you know, when you're at a party and you take a shot, do you really have a chaser?
Well,
Maybe a beer.
Yeah. Usually it's better to chase it with also something alcoholic.
Yes, exactly. I've seen people like chase shit with Mountain Dew, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's gotta be gross.
All right, well, and speaking of that party, before we get into anything else, the party was at my brother's house, and
That's in like Arbutus?
no, it's like Parkville.
Oh, okay.
Still like 45 minutes away. Fucking
That's a good bit.
bullshit.
Does he still do Baltimore Cup?
Yeah, he's
Damn.
still Baltimore City Cop. But
Bit of a
he,
drive.
of course, the party, there was just all cops there. I mean, the only non-cops there were the wives of the cops, and me, my wife, and my niece. My brother's oldest is she was in the whiskey club. She's 21.
Holy
She can-
shit!
So
Holy shit!
she was at the party, which was great. We had a great time. But it's so weird. You remember how, what was it? Not Beer Fest. What was the other Broken Lizard woman? They were cops, Super Troopers.
Super, super fun.
You know how they all had like the mustache and the same haircut, and they were
yeah,
playing
yeah,
the
yeah,
stereotypes
yeah.
of cops. Well,
That's what it looked like?
bro, every cop there was bald with a beard / goatee. And like one of my brother's best friends, dude name is Bobby, and he looks like a slightly larger version of my brother. Bald head, kind of like a little bit of a beard, not a shaggy beard, but a beard. And funny enough, they both lost their hair in the same pattern too. It's like you could see their stubble growing in. They have that weird balding horseshoe going on. But so, of course, my brother's getting a little tipsy because we're all drinking whiskey all night, and
His brother's a great drunk.
and my niece brought up something about the tooth fairy.
What?
You know, everybody has their own definition or traditions or whatever they do when they tell their kids what, like, tooth fairy and Santa Claus
What did your
and
brother do?
Easter bunny. Well, my brother.
Because your brother's an interesting character.
My brother said, this is what he told all three of his kids about what the tooth fairy, or who the tooth fairy was. That the tooth fairy is a fat, sweaty, hairy Italian cab driver named Hank.
Hank? Okay.
Right? Like, gross ass, probably smells like cigarettes or cigars.
Or salami.
And just fat and sweaty. And when you lose a tooth, Hank comes in the house and he leaves a gross butt hair in place of the old tooth, like where the old tooth was, to help the new tooth grow back. And this was all just him trying to make sure his kids are not excited for the tooth fairy.
He was like, I'm broke, I don't want to
I
pay.
want to give them money.
Yeah.
But that's what he told all three of his fucking kids.
Oh
that
my
a
God.
fat, sweaty man came in and put a gross butt hair in place of their tooth.
I wouldn't be telling my dad I had new teeth.
Man.
Like, it says if the truth fell out, I'd be trying to hide it. Oh God.
Like, talk about that's creative.
Yeah, and traumatizing.
You know, you gotta be that creative to save money when you have 4 alimony payments.
Jesus Christ, does he have 4?
Oh, he has 4 ex-wives.
Oh my God. I know. I remember I saw one at the wedding. The one that
Yeah,
I know.
Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly. The one I'm most familiar with.
She's the only cool one.
Yeah, she's cool. So did you see the new new Halloween film?
No, actually, we just discussed this at the party the other day.
It is
funny
a
enough.
disappointment.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
My niece said, "Don't bother."
It is. It's not even about them. It's about the guy Corey.
I realized, like, I said this out loud at the party, and everyone there was older than me, but it made me feel old because I said, I haven't seen or voluntarily watched a Halloween movie since Halloween H2O.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And my brother was like, which I didn't realize, my brother said, "Holy fucking shit. That's from the year 2000.
Yeah.
Like, that's 22 years." He's like, "You're way behind." Well,
You're way behind.
like, they're terrible movies.
They are. And that's the one where Busta Rhymes and him get into it.
No, it's LL Cool J.
Oh,
Busta Rhymes was like 2 or 3 after that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it was real shitty. It was mainly about the guy who was gonna replace him, but Laurie Strode made sure that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And like, you see Jason as an old man in a sewer, just kind of hiding out.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers, yeah, just hiding out, like he's in a bad shape. But anyways, okay, so here's something I saw earlier today, and I know it's not a piece of news, it's new information, but it's something that you and I have never discussed. Did you see the news about Ben Franklin and the bodies they have found underneath his London flat?
Dog, I already talked about this like 3 or 4 episodes ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I brought that up a long time ago.
That's
I made a joke. It's like, "Do you want to know something crazy about Ben Franklin?" And you were like, "Yeah, I think like he had syphilis." Like, yeah.
No, he had a foot fetish.
Foot fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like, yeah.
Or fart fetish. That was what it was. Fart fetish.
We definitely already talked about that.
Well, fuck you. Yeah, okay.
And he said, remember, the funniest thing is that he said he was like holding them for a friend.
How did we, like, what? Did we ask him about? Did we go back in time and ask him about it?
No, they found that shit a long time ago.
Well, no, because the news article I saw, that it was like we just dug his London flat up and we had found the bones. But we had found some bones beforehand.
Right. No, what I heard is they found like the bones of upwards of like 17 people.
Yeah, it was 17 people, 6 of them which were children, or 15 people, and 6 of which were children. Anyways.
Well, to build a country, you gotta kill a lot of kids.
Okay. Hot take. Okay, so.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So, have you noticed that every single time you watch a video where there's a featured rapper talking on Instagram Live or somewhere, there is one thing that is unanimous in every video. It is the fire detector. Beep. Beep. Beep every 5 minutes.
Yeah, because nobody practices home safety. Change your fucking batteries.
I don't know anybody who doesn't.
Change your fucking batteries. And now, as a matter of fact, because this is part of my job and I have to know, you're not allowed to have just battery smoke detectors anymore.
No, they gotta be hot wired into the house.
Not just, you could either have the hot wire, but you have to have one that has like a 10-year battery, and that battery lasts just as long as the sensor itself.
Yeah.
So they made sure that these fucking things last 10 years because y'all are too fucking lazy to change them out.
Yeah. Every rapper video I've ever seen, you hear the beep every 5 minutes, and I'm like, how do they live like that?
Right.
After it goes off twice, I'm like, change it!
It's fucking insane.
It drives me crazy.
Most of the time, if I don't have the batteries, I just pull them off the wall and leave them off the wall until I get batteries. I'm not dealing with that noise.
Yeah, it's true.
Why do you have alien Pringles on your screen? And this one over here looks like weird Ratatouille.
That does look like alien Pringles. That one especially.
Yeah.
I want that flavor of Pringles. Whatever that flavor is, I want to try it.
It's probably like
pussy.
Watermelon vagina.
Okay. So, is a crime still a crime if the punishment is a fine, or is it a tax on poor people?
Yes.
Oh, yes, exactly. Okay. That's how I feel.
This is I was actually talking to a guy at work about this the other day about how you don't see red light cameras and speed cameras
In rich areas.
in rich neighborhoods.
No.
You only see them in mid to low income neighborhoods.
And those are illegal 100% of the way. By the way.
Right, because you have to be handed a fine from a
government employee.
from an official. And yeah, fuck all that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was watching something about people were putting Hulk Hogan on blast because he pays like $10,000 a month in reports or fines to keep animals that he shouldn't have in Florida.
What, was he got a lion?
No, he just has like way too many dogs and way too many tigers and not tigers. Way too many chickens.
No lions, but way too many tigers.
Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my!
Speaking of bears, did you see the video of that dude in Japan or some shit or China?
Climbing?
Yeah, he kicked that bear in the fucking mouth.
Face. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I like the first part where he just swiped him.
I know it sounds like that dude's freaking out, but that's the rule, or what you're supposed to do when you come across the bear. You're supposed to be real loud and make yourself appear real big. That bear did not give a fuck about the loud or real big.
Yeah, and he was climbing up a side of a mountain to get this guy.
He kicked that bear in the face, like square. He got like
right
one or two square kicks in the face.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. It's like what you imagine or what you think you would do.
Yeah. When you get eaten.
Right, but that dude, he fucking props to you, guy.
Yeah,
like,
dude, fuck yeah. Cliffhanger, you're the badass.
That shit was dope.
It was.
Like, we should have someone superimpose your face on Sylvester Stallone's for the entire Cliffhanger movie.
Yeah. So did you watch any of the
or
Watcher?
Or better yet, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie where he raped that bear. Or the bear
He did not rape
the bear. Raped him. That's
yeah, more like that. Yeah,
bear
the
fucked
Revenant.
him, fucked him right in the butthole.
Yeah, that's his Oscar winner.
And yes, I did. We just finished The Watcher last night.
Don't ruin it for me. I've only gotten to 2 episodes.
Oh my god.
Is it good?
Yes.
Yes. You're like, oh my god.
There's nothing else I can say.
That's not gonna ruin it.
That's not gonna ruin it. The build
I've gotten to the point where the dad had an interaction.
I'm just gonna say this: that the build up of the show, of the whole like who's doing this. The build up is the best part of the show.
Yeah, of course. The reveal is never the good part in anything.
It should have been. They already took so many liberties with the show. They might
the
as
story,
well.
yeah. The story is so far from the reality.
They might like the people in real life.
They did this just for the selling rights.
The people in real life never even actually moved into the house.
Mm-hmm.
They did use the real name or the real address of the house, so you could actually look it up, and it's not as illustrious as it appears.
No, it's kind of like a medium white build. Medium white.
For Jersey, it's probably a really good fucking house. You know?
Yeah, for Jersey, definitely. I mean, you're gonna live in Jersey, you're gonna live in shit.
Every time I see a picture of something from New Jersey, and even if it looks nice, I'm like, I bet that smells like wet dog and gasoline.
Hi, my name is Flo. I'm gonna be your waitress this evening.
Right.
Every fucking IHOP waitress ever.
I'm gonna go hit a parliament.
Let me get a parliament.
Anyone who smokes parliaments does cocaine.
And has had at least 6 months incarcerated.
Right.
That's the word of the episode. Incarcerated. So I kept getting alerts from Evernote. Do you know what Evernote is?
No.
Okay, it's an app that lets you, record your notes, and it syncs with Microsoft. It kept telling me I had a login and to verify my email, and I noticed that means there's somebody unauthorized accessing my account.
Right.
I go in, and there is 26, no less than 26 different countries of origin that have accessed this account. And I emailed them, I said, your cybersecurity is shit. Okay? It's shit.
And just accessing your notes?
They're accessing my notes. Were they hoping that my password is the same here, there it is everywhere else?
Right, but your notes are probably like, remember to buy deodorant.
Yeah. They think it's like something high.
Remember to back up NAS. Like...
Did you read that from somewhere?
No,
because that's what I have
probably
somewhere.
One of the notes.
Yeah.
I'm one of the people that access your account. This is.
Oh yeah. He does. So you're like the only person that I give access to my account. But yeah, he this person emails me back and they're like, well, what's your password? And I'm like, excuse me?
What do you mean, what's my Do you mean security question? Is that what you mean?
You best not be asking for my fucking password. Come on, man. I'm like, every time someone tries to scam me, do you realize what I do? Do you know who I am? Terrible idea.
That shit's so ridiculous. I really like there's videos of that guy who like hacks into the security cameras and webcams of these scam places.
The scam, Maryland.
Yeah, he's fucking dope.
He's so great. Shows them pictures of themselves.
Right, and then gives them their actual name. They're like, your name's not Catherine, your name is Pindu. Like,
Pindu.
It's fucking...
That's like Hindu with AP. With AP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Just like dog is God backwards. What do you
DOG. My Uncle Greg named his dog DOG.
Yeah, so did my mom's ex-boyfriend.
Mike?
No. Skinny guy.
Your mom dated a skinny guy?
Yeah. What's his name?
I don't know.
I forget what his name was, but he stole video games from me.
He stole video games from you?
Yeah, he had borrowed, it was peak Xbox 360 time. And he had James. That's what his name was. James. Fuck James.
Fuck you, James. You stole my games,
borrowed
James.
The first prototype from me, and Prototype was such a badass game. It was like Hulk Ultimate Destruction, but you had like fucking Venom.
Nobody knows what Hulk Ultimate Destruction is. Only you
that
and
was
I know.
such a good game.
I know. It was amazing.
So good.
Smashing the car and using them as fucking boxing gloves.
Right, and turning like fucking metal box. That
jumping up and grabbing a helicopter and throwing it into another one.
Bro,
fucking right.
I really liked it because you could just grab any random like pedestrian on the street. I would pick up a fucking person and then run to the top of the Empire State Building and then just chuck them off of it.
Yeah, it was a great fucking game. You guys it's underrated. So do you think Battle Rap is dead? With Pat Stay's passing.
Well, no, Pat Stay's dead.
No, I'm saying, do you think Battle Rap is dead now?
No, God, no. You have just because
King of the Dot barely puts out battles anymore.
Maybe specific battle rap groups.
I know URL is still active, but they're only on caffeine anymore, and they get rarely viewed.
Right, but it'll
bounce back. I'm sure
it'll always come back. It's. I mean, you still have people like. I mean, shit.
Big K and A-Word are killing it
like,
right now.
Wallin' Out Crew has like Roan on it and shit.
It has Roan, Sharon.
Right.
Hitman Holler and Conceited. All people I've worked with. Or not Sharon. I haven't worked with Sharon. I've never met Sharon.
But yeah, I don't think it's dead necessarily. I think it's in a hiatus.
Kanye has been wildin' lately.
Yeah, I think his programming just got fucked up.
Yeah, he's got a virus or something.
Something. This dude just... We always knew he was going crazy, right?
Yeah,
like we always knew Kanye. He was like, I'm the best rapper alive. I'm Jesus. I'm Jesus Christ. Like
okay, you're not even the best rapper in the top 20.
Right. Like you're par. You're par at best.
Yeah.
Like you just reached that level of okay, you can be famous, and you only got more famous because you fucked Ray J's girlfriend. Like
Ray J's girlfriend. It's a good way to say it.
It's so.
We're not gonna say your name. You're staying where you are.
Yeah, fuck you. But no, he's coming out like anti-Semitic and shit, talking about how
White
Jews
Matters Live or like White Lives Matter T-shirts. Like nobody thinks White Lives Matter. Crazy.
I don't know he's on the downfall.
He is on the downward trajectory. I was good. I spoke correctly all of this episode up until that word.
Trajectory was just too much for you.
It was too much.
It's like you were in a downward trajectory.
At least it's not judiciary.
Started off fine and then nosedived.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a good list. Okay, I made this up when I watched the video. Kanye West is currently banned from Keeping Up the Kardashians. Club Penguin. His Blockbuster card was revoked. He got kicked out of Costco's. MySpace kicked him away. Tom said, "Fuck you." Adidas took his Yeetus. Elon took his Twitter, and turned off his Tesla. Apple took their products back. McDonald's said he couldn't get any McDoubles or go into the playpens. He's banned from forming any new bands. Oh, even the pedophile Force Air Ones. By New Balance said you can't be part of our club. And
oddly enough, B gave him a premium membership.
Who?
B.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
4chan. Yeah. Yeah. I was getting ready to end it with a 4chan joke.
Damn it.
Damn it. I was like, yeah, because, like, I see Elon Musk buying Twitter as 4chan helping animal abusers. You get that reference?
No.
4chan, or not 4chan, Elon buying Twitter is the same thing as the way 4chan is ultimately evil, but if you abuse an animal, they will kill you.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like shutting down Twitter with the whole fucking. He basically brought to light that it is like they're choosing
to ignore some bots,
right, and choosing who to like shadow ban or ban based on what they say because they don't follow their leftist beliefs.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And it's isn't he Brazilian?
I think so.
Yeah.
He's some kind of like
South African.
Okay, Brazilian is South American.
Yeah, I know, but I think he's
South African.
I think he's South African.
Because he does have like he's talked about the apartheid and like living through it. So I think so. All right, so we had a little smoke break and I was getting ready to talk and he told me to save it for the show. So I can't hear myself. Wait. Yeah, never mind. Edit that out. He's not gonna.
No.
Anyways.
Anytime you tell me to edit something out, I don't.
I know. It's to make me look bad.
Well, I edit out a lot of stuff to make you look good. You don't know how often I like speed up our conversations because you're like wheezing through every word.
Yep. My asthma.
Yep.
I sound like Weasley from the Speed Races.
That's gonna be so hard to pull out.
Well, you're not supposed to. I did that on purpose. Anyways, so right now everybody is hating CM Punk because he's getting his contract being bought out by EW. Because
like I said, I've always hated CM Punk. I
so
thought he was a douchebag.
We always thought he was overrated and a douchebag. Like he thinks way too highly of himself. He carries himself like a fucking star. And
he looks like he smells his own farts.
He does. He looks like a Randy.
Yep.
Yeah. And Triple H, however, has always been one of my favorites.
Triple H.
Triple H. Yeah, Triple H has always been one of my favorites because Paul Levesque knows how to be a fucking bad guy.
Yes.
He knows how to make you hate him so bad that you fucking forget it's a storyline and just hate him.
Correct.
And that's why I've loved him. And he's also a beloved face. And now that he's running Triple H is running WWE and NXT, people are like, I fucking love Triple H! And I'm like, you fucking fair-weather fans, you pieces of shit. You dog shits. But I'm so glad CM Punk is losing. He's got nowhere else to work.
I've been out of the whole wrestling game for a while, but I also feel like I don't feel like anybody ever stopped liking Triple H. If that were the case, he wouldn't continue to be around.
He wasn't. He was in the background. He was doing background stuff. The people.
No, but he would still get just like how like Stephanie and Vince used to do back in the day. Every once in a while, he'd still walk out and announce a match or announce a new thing.
How many times have you seen videos on YouTube like the top 10 times Triple H buried somebody? Okay, he did do a racist storyline, yes. With Booker T. Poor Booker T. I'll give you that. But he doesn't.
You can say poor Booker T, but he had one of the most iconic finishers in WWF history.
He didn't have an iconic finisher. He had an iconic taunt.
Well, no, the spin-a-rooney came, like, he would do the spin-a-rooney, and then it would be like a leg drop or an elbow or something.
It was the spinning kick.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
He had
the
spinning leg kick. He was good. He was dope. He was
Harlem
amazing.
Heat.
And he had the bookend, too, but that was more of the rock bottom.
No, wasn't the bookend the scissor kick to the back of the head?
No, the bookend was when he would do a Samoan front-facing or a backdrop.
No.
Which is the rock bottom. But he would do it. He would do it.
It's the rock's bottom.
It's the rock's bottom. So, have you seen Black Adam yet? I have not.
No, my kid just did though. He went on a date with his girl and saw Black Adam. Yeah, he said it was pretty good.
I think it's gonna be. I wanted it to be the one bomb The Rock does. Keep him in line.
No, I think it's turned out to be.
It's pretty good.
The revival of DC.
Yeah.
The DCU.
No, what the revival of DCU is going to be is the fact they hired James Gunn to be in charge.
Right, but
he's also problematic.
I mean, Henry. This is only slight spoilers because Henry Cavill came out back on fucking TikTok and Twitter and YouTube and all this shit and said it, but he's back as Superman.
Yeah.
which arguably one of the best Supermen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like
When he crushed Steppenwolf in the James Snyder cut, holy shit.
The Snyder cut was definitely. I didn't even watch the original one, the original Justice League. I did not see it until the Snyder cut came out.
Yeah, the Snyder cut was dope, even though it was super fucking long.
Well, yeah. I mean,
4 fucking hours, bro.
it wasn't 4 hours. I think
it was like 3.5.
I think it was like 3.
It was 3.5.
I don't know. It was long.
Yeah.
I normally don't have to take cigarette breaks during a movie, and I definitely had to on that one.
Yeah, and by the way, Israel Miller is like the douchiest human being.
Oh, well, remember,
whatever he or she identifies as.
they, them.
They, that's right.
They are a gigantic piece of shit.
They are.
Ezra Miller, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. You're just a shitty human being. How do you get arrested in like the Maldives?
Right, and you seem to like want to attack people that no one else really cares about. So come fight me. I'll whoop your ass.
Yeah, like why the fuck are you attacking the only fans you have left?
Do you know how happy I would be to say I fucked up the Flash?
I fucked up Barry Allen, man.
Right, like I whooped Barry Allen's ass
every day, all day. That would be great. I'd be like, my best friend beat up the Flash.
So fuck that they.
Fuck that day. So I saw recently a pair of Levi's go on auction, and in the pocket, they're from the 1800s. They were found in a mine.
Oh, I think I saw that too.
Yeah, inside the pocket it says "Made proudly by white Americans."
Yep.
Ooh, you're located in San Francisco. You're a leftist company. Ooh, bad luck. Ooh.
Yeah. They must have been about around the time when they had the problems with the Chinese building the railroads wearing their jeans.
I remember that conversation. Oh man, you know my daughter's dealing with her first death in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the person who was on
Marley Neck?
No, Mountain Road.
Yeah.
Right up by Angels. My niece knew that kid too.
Yep. So she's dealing with her first death, and I was like, "You're lucky. Your generation hasn't died off like flies, like our generation."
Yeah, my sister posted something about. She posted the news article about the crash, and my wife commented on it immediately, and was just like, "Why the fuck were these kids out driving at 1-2 in the morning?"
Yeah.
And like it seemed, she said a little bit more than that, but it seemed a
little bit like she was victim blaming.
No. But with the response my sister gave, it made it seem like, ooh, maybe you were a little harsh, because my sister immediately, she just responded with, the kid that died was Grace's friend.
Whoops.
And of course, my wife, being my wife, did not back off her statement.
No, she didn't. No,
she was just like, well, I'm sorry that Grace's friend died, but those kids should not have been out speeding around at 1 o'clock in the morning.
No, and that's just like the kid that died on Marley Neck in our high school days.
Yeah, Ritchie Highway.
Yeah. Well, no, there was both.
Oh no, the Solly Road, I think it was.
Yeah.
It's right next to Marley Neck.
Yep, Solly Road. Yeah. Because there's like 3 crosses on Marley and Solly that are both, or like all 3 of them are people that we went to high school with. And then there's James Mikefield or something, I think it was. He's the one that got stopped for going to the wrong party while being black.
No, you're talking about Jamal Jones.
Jamal
Jones.
Yeah.
Noah Jamal Jones. Actually, I went to middle school and high school with him. He was a good dude.
Yeah, he was.
And the dudes that stomped him to death were known pieces of shit all throughout school. Like everybody, they were the dudes that always started fights in school, always came to school fucked up and high or whatever. Like,
I like the guy who came to my school drinking acid through a water bottle, and he had some acid in his water bottle or something, I think, and he threatened to jump out of the health room window.
No. You're talking about, and I'll reverse this later, but you're talking about, they're all yums. I also went to middle school and high school with him. This is actually what got him kicked out of Northeast.
I watched this happen.
He was in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
And he didn't have it in his water bottle. He ate a couple of tabs of acid before he came in that morning.
No shirt on.
And by the time he hit lunch, he was tripping balls.
Yeah.
Okay, and we had like the first lunch that day. He couldn't eat. He sat down with his chicken patty, and I know this story well because I asked him about it. Because I saw this happen in Northeast, and then when I went to Glen Burnie,
we were all there.
He was in Glen Burnie, and I asked him about it, like asked him exactly what happened because there were so many rumors about what happened. And he sat down with his chicken patty, and he was like, "I'm going to try to eat this." And anybody who's done acid, you can't really eat like that on acid. Like you're gonna throw up. So he took one bite of it and he threw up all into his styrofoam tray, right? So then he got up and he was hot because he had just threw up. So he took his fucking shirt off and the like principal walking around with the microphone was like talking like, "Hey, put your fucking shirt on." He just walked up and like started shaking his hand like, "Oh man, it's fine. It's cool. No, like everything's fine." And then they took him to the health room, right? And that was the story, is that he like the health room was on the first floor. And the story was that
it's like 4 feet above
that
the ground.
he tried to jump out, like threatened to kill himself by jumping out of the first floor window. But what actually happened is he was still hot because he was on acid. He was still sweating his balls off. So he immediately went to the window to open it to get some fresh air. And the nurse thought he was trying to escape, right? And that made his trippy acid brain go, "I'm gonna jump, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go." Like it just turned into like it's just really funny. I love that dude. He's fucking hilarious. He was pretty much off the drugs, I think, when he got to Glen Burnie, but you know, it was funnier than a motherfucker.
Yeah, that was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Me and Brad were all sitting there lunch. I don't think you and I were sitting together. I don't remember you being there, but I do remember.
No, I was there. Yeah. We were sitting at the same table that we always sat at, which was the first table in front of the back lunch line in the corner.
Yep.
No, it was. I was there.
Holy shit! Yeah, I remember that too. We were right there on the left.
Yeah, and Lil Miss Love the Scrubs. Far Real Shad was sitting right across from me.
Oh my god. Another girl who bounced back and forth between trying to date either one of us.
She tried so hard. She was cute too.
She was cute, but
I did end up dating her, or like fucking around with her friend. She was fucking cute as shit.
Speaking of which, you remember the girl that I showed you the TikTok screenshot of?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one that broke up with me for getting too real with her after my divorce.
Too real?
Yeah, like everybody knew. Like between her and the other Ashley that was coming over to me in Ogre's apartment, cooking us meals and shit.
Right.
Like, how was that being too real with you? You ran into another girl coming over as you were leaving. Like,
yeah.
You were full of shit, and then you go through my fucking TikTok and you liked like every video.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. It was funny though, cause like I had to show him the screenshot. Like, you remember, she's the one that said I was on her. I didn't even know whose account that was until I went and clicked on it. Oh man. So I think the next update we're gonna do for in here is I'm gonna get a 4K camera holder for right here, and then I'm gonna put the camera, and we'll use that to record like.
Yeah, I think we should get a downward angle from the front of us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, like
it'll connect to the monitor stand, and it'll connect up here somewhere, and
right.
It's a downward angle so that I can record both of us.
I also have a ring light at the house.
Okay, yeah, we need that. Yeah, that'll work.
Because my kids planned on being streamers, and
then immediately gave up on that.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Because you have the backdrop too. Oh yeah, that's another thing. What do you think about getting like a cheap? I saw one for like $30. You can put it up to your ceiling, and then behind us we can put a green screen.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I mean, I have backdrops at the house.
Yeah,
I don't have a green screen though.
Yeah, the backdrops would be fine, but I don't think a green screen would fit behind us unless we do the ceiling one.
I mean, all we need is a green colored cloth.
Yeah.
And then the program does.
I have the program. I have DaVinci Resolve and a bunch of other stuff.
Right.
So, man. Oh man, I still hope that I haven't seen Mario yet, but I still hope it's just as bad as our Mario generation.
I really don't, to be honest. I hope it's a spectacular video game movie, because
it'll be the first.
Yeah, video game movies notoriously fail. I mean,
Especially
you're talking about The Rock's first bomb. What about Doom?
Yeah. What about Uwe Boll?
Like, Doom fucking failed miserably.
And The Rock wasn't even the main character.
No, they made it seem like he was going to be
Yeah.
Doom guy, essentially.
And he was just one of the bad guys.
Right.
B.J. Blazkowicz.
The blowjob Baskowitz.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's his name, people. Oh, man, I'm sweating like a crazy person. Let's get this episode wrapped up. So, who else would you, if you could pick anybody to voice Mario, who would you have picked? I think Frank Caliendo. Or maybe Gabriel Iglesias.
I don't know.
I don't think Gabriel would do it, but Frank Caliendo would.
But again, Chris Pratt probably wouldn't have been my first choice.
No, he's definitely not.
Everybody else in the movie, like I could see Charlie Day as Luigi. I could see that.
Yeah. Isn't that who he's playing?
Yeah, and I could see Jack Black as Bowser. He did.
Yeah.
It sounds great, but again, I think they purposefully didn't let us hear a lot of Mario's voice because they knew it was going to be controversial, and he literally said 4 words in that whole trailer.
And he said he doesn't do his
literally
voice.
4 words. Toad had a whole paragraph. Bowser had a whole paragraph. They said a whole bunch of shit, but they purposefully didn't put out any more of Mario because they knew it was going to be controversial and people were going to hate it, just like the first Sonic, which was duly needed. Like, there was no reason why you had to make it look like nightmare fuel. But
why did you give him teeth?
Yeah, just make him look like Sonic and realistic up his fur a bit. Toy Story up his fur, you know?
Toy Story is for a bit. Oh, man. Did I talk about the guy who said I was a internet tryhard?
Yes.
Last episode, okay.
Yes.
Because I wanted to think, I thought about it, and I was like, how different would our lives be, you and I? Because I'd take you with me. If we've always said that. If one of us made it, the other one would take each other. So if MySpace was still around, how different would our lives be right now?
Not much at all, I don't think.
You don't think so?
No, I think because what would have happened was if MySpace continued to last, you would have been considered one of the first influencers or
and
whatever,
I died off.
and then you would have just fell off real quick, like fucking
like Sam Dawson.
Or that Raymond Joe, whatever.
Oh, he still got money though. Raymond Joe Johnson.
Yeah,
something
he did
like
E exclamation, whatever the fuck it was.
He was just equals 3.
Yeah, that's it.
Either that, or we're thinking of the show that the other guy did too. Equals 3 is.
But then you probably would have. That probably really would have solidified you a spot on Hot Ones.
Yeah, I would have had a Hot Ones show.
And then you would have died after the second wing.
Oh, please. Yeah, right.
Oh, you're such a pussy. There's no way you would have went all the way. There's no way you could go all the way through all those ways.
No, not all the way through, but I would have gotten to like 6 or 7. Your mom's chips.
Cap.
Fuck out of here. You can't say cap in my house.
Cap.
No. Say that again, dude, with the P.
Cap.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
P noises.
Yeah, just more for me to edit out. That's fantastic. You know how often I have to edit? Once again, both of us like sucking our like, we like to suck our teeth before we make a point. Better than sucking our own dicks, I guess.
Which is to his terminology, sucking your own dick is whenever you say something nicer about yourself within 2 words.
Yeah, you got to be humble. Can't suck your own dick.
Get gas mileage out of the way. He says you suck your own dick.
Probably, yeah.
Oh man, I already talked about getting the white privilege. Man, I forgot to click a lot of these.
Oh, speaking of that, I have a card that looks like a credit card. It says white privilege card on it. And I asked my kid because he has mostly black friends, and I asked him, "Do you guys often joke about race, like make race jokes, like because it's funny?" And he was like, "Yeah, all the time. They actually gave me my N-word pass till March 23rd, 2023. They even gave him an expiration date.
Yeah, I like they gave him an expiration date. That's great.
I didn't get deep into it. Like, do you have a certain number of times you can use it up until it's like a punch card situation? But I was like, I have this card. Do you think it would be funny to give this to one of your black friends?
My white privilege card.
Right. And I was gonna be like, hey man, just well, I did say, I said, give this if you give this one of your friends, be like, hey man, I made a couple phone calls and I called in a couple favors, but I got this for you. And just hands over the white privilege card.
I got this for you.
Like
This is
that.
one get out of jail free card.
This card is good for at least 4 traffic stops.
One misdemeanor.
1 stop and frisk. And just from the first time you use it, your credit score goes up 10 points.
Yeah, 10 points, yeah. Like, and the funny thing is, my credit score is shit.
Oh, it's terrible. Mine is so bad.
Yeah.
Especially now with all the debt we're racking up.
I got divorced, and mine went down to, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
You're not white. You're Irish.
Yeah, they laugh at me when I fight. Like, I can't even get...
You're trying to do so with your credit?
I can't even get a Lowe's credit card. Like, that's...
Yeah, me neither.
Like, the last episode, it made it sound like I didn't know what credit cards were. Like, no, I know what they are. Trust me.
Just never had one.
No, I have them. That's the problem.
No, I'm talking about me. I've never had one. I've never had one that wasn't in it wasn't in Kathleen's name too. Then after that, they were like, no, get out of here.
Right, you know the credit system didn't exist before like the 70s or late 70s, early 80s.
Yep.
That's why when you watch older movies, there's people like walking into the bank and sitting down and talking to some guy with glasses who looks like he's got a thumb up his ass, and like begging them for a loan. Because that's how they justified whether or not you were if you could convince some Poindexter that you deserved the money,
and that you could make your money back.
And then that dude decided whether or not to give you what percentage.
Yeah. Oof.
Excuse me. And I turned away from the mic for that one.
Yeah, that sounded. I'm out of everything. We have speed run through everything. I think today's gonna be an early episode.
Yeah, it's a 1 year speed run.
Yeah, just okay. We gotta get to 15 minutes, but that's it.
We are late. We did go in late. We started recording late.
Yeah,
today.
it's 7 p.m. here.
So no, it's like almost 8:30. It's 8:30 now.
Oh yeah, it's 8:31. Yeah, we had a late day. I slept in all day, and he had.
And 8:30 is late because we're old.
Yes, we are fucking old.
Yep. You know what I realized? If we actually... I always made fun of people when they're recording, when they have their mouth so close to it.
It sounds so much better.
But every time both of us get, like, really close to the mic, it sounds incredible.
It does. It sounds amazing.
But then I keep feeling like my mustache hairs are getting sucked in.
Oh, it is.
You know, now I'm...
Every time I pull away, it just pinches.
Making love to the microphone.
This is how Isaac Scott Hayes sounds. Yeah. Okay, that just sounds like the werewolf from fucking... Have you seen the werewolf special yet?
Yeah, I watched it after
Amazing,
after you talked about it. It was really fucking good.
Really fucking good.
Really good. I loved the fact that they introduced Man-Thing. Man-Thing is always cool as shit and incredible. Like, that's who the monster was. That's,
I know.
That's Man-Thing.
But it's just a special presentation. He's not going
basically
to be doing the character.
He's basically Swamp Thing, but kind of not Swamp Thing.
Kind of not Swamp Thing. The air of ignorance, he said that with his face. He was like, kind of not. Like
right.
He was holding a T.
Because it's just like how Shazam's not Superman.
Yeah. Shazam!
Because Swamp Thing's DC and Man Thing's Marvel, so I'm pretty sure he came out in like a Strange Tales comic.
Well, a lot of other characters came out in Strange Tales.
Right.
Either that or Detective Comics for the DC side.
Well, Detective Comics was mostly Batman stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like the Joker came out before the Batman series was Batman. He was
what?
The Joker. He made a one-time appearance that he was supposed to die in a Detective Comics comic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
I can't verify that.
I can't.
With my current knowledge, so.
I can.
I'd have to look it up.
I saw a video on it the other day. Like I was watching TikTok.
Oh.
YouTube. You know I don't watch TikTok. I just put videos out on there. I do not watch it.
It's probably not a good way to draw people in, is to tell them you don't use the app you're trying to draw them in on.
I want you to watch the podcast, or more or so listen.
I mean, if they go to YouTube, they have to watch, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
But-
Our YouTube is the best place to go and watch our podcast.
And watch it, yeah, but listen to it everywhere.
Yeah, Spotify,
And,
Apple.
We try and refrain from this kind of talk on the show, but give us fucking reviews, man.
Yeah.
Whatever you listen to us on. I was looking at our RSS the other day, and we got some new people in Canada listening to us.
Hey,
We got some new people in South America listening to us. Some new people in Africa, New Zealand, Australia.
Fuck yeah.
Like there's
Welcome
a
to the club,
lot
guys.
of new people listening, and just I understand, because I'm also super fucking lazy, and I'll scroll through 1,000 videos and 1,000 podcasts before I actually figure out that I'm not liking and reviewing anything that I actually support. But like, fucking do that shit, please.
Yeah, interact with us. Leave us some reviews. Give us some star reviews, man.
We've given out our email addresses, our fucking personal information.
Go to
That's probably why a lot of the
morethanus.com, and you can find any way to contact us.
It looks like it says anus at the end, but it doesn't. I promise.
It does, yes.
I mean, it does, but it doesn't.
That's just, a little Easter egg for us.
Right. Little hidden anus. Little hidden butthole for you.
With that being said, tonight's episode is over. I am tired. I want to get to bed, and I know you got food to eat.
You slept all day. I ate before I came here.
Yeah, well, I didn't
You
know
slept
that.
all day. I'm so tired.
Dude, I hadn't slept for like 4 days beforehand. I didn't make any of those noises. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you guys. See ya.
Man, I forgot to click a lot of these. Oh, speaking of that, I have a card that looks like a credit card. It says white privilege card on it. And I asked my kid, because he has mostly black friends, and I asked him, "You guys often joke about race, like make race jokes, like because it's funny?" And he was like, "Yeah, all the time. They actually gave me my N-word pass till March 23rd, 2023." They even gave him an expiration date.
Yeah, I like they give him an expiration date. That's great.
I didn't get deep into it. Like, do you have a certain number of times you can use it up until? It was like a punch card situation. But I was like, I have this card. Do you think it would be funny to give this to one of your black friends?
My white privilege card.
Right. And I was gonna be like, hey man, well, I did say, give this. If you give this to one of your friends, be like, hey man, I made a couple phone calls and I called in a couple favors, but I got this for you. I just hand over the white privilege card.